Excellent work. You've gained access to the next ring. Events are proceeding as planned. I have interesting news. My brother cared deeply for his wife, Sylvia Drake, so much so that he brought her body with him to DragonSpyre and entombed her within the necropolis. You must venture forth to the necropolis and find her remains. The path of the hero is not as glamorous as you thought, Take this knowledge crystal. Find her tomb and use the crystal there. It will store her spirit within. Then, you must return the crystal to me, and I will take the necessary next steps.
You've found the third stone rose.
Alistair, is that you? Have you come for me? It's so cold here, so dark, and I'm so alone. You're not my Alistair.
What have you done to him? I won't harm him. You'll never get me to betray my beloved husband.
Capture Sylvia's spirit within the knowledge crystal. As you trap her spirit, a strange badge falls to the ground. Her wraith-like form takes on solidity and color. Soon, Sylvia Drake appears as she did while alive.
A wraith? I'm shocked! I could never imagine you would do that to her!
Though Cyrus seems almost at a loss for words, he quickly takes the knowledge crystal from you.
This was not my preferred choice, but it may yet prove useful. You've done well. You found a badge when you trapped her spirit? Ah, this explains a few things. Here, let me see that badge.
Cyrus whispers a spell and passes his wand over the badge, then hands it back to you.
Now the ring facility should function normally for you. I've discovered something more significant about DragonSpyre. Within the innermost ring is an academy, and only students of the DragonSpyre Academy may enter that ring. Go now to the necropolis and see if you can discover a means of becoming a student of DragonSpyre Academy. Think of it as a student exchange.
Welcome to DragonSpyre Academy. I see you wear the prospective badge. Congratulations for taking the first steps to become a student at DragonSpyre Academy. To begin your trial of admittance to the innermost ring, you should visit the Dragon Master in the hatchery and learn all that you can about drakes.
Who are you? You're clearly not part of the Titan army. Oh, you're still here? You probably want to get powerful in a hurry, just like the others. Well, guess what? The Titan army destroyed everything and took all the books about the ways of the Drake. I can't teach you much without my books, can I? If only some of them still existed. How about this? If you go and defeat the Titan army, you can recover those stolen books, bring them back, and I'll teach you the ways of the Drake.
Please, help me, young wizard. My brother and sister Drakes have been enslaved by evil creatures. Their cries echo throughout these halls and haunt me, though I cannot face the enemy on my own. done it! With the slavers dealt with, most of my kin will be able to free themselves. Thank you for all your help. Though you have done much to help me, Wizard, some of my kin are still unaccounted for. Though others are missing, I am most worried about my brother, Farinor. Can you seek his spirit inside Skythorn Tower?
Oh, it looks like you found some of the books. Apparently the Titan army isn't as tough as they seemed. You didn't get all of the books, though. These only cover the behavior and temperament of drakes. Dragons are violent and dangerous, and drakes will be friendly if treated well. Everyone knows that. You're still eager to learn? You're certainly nothing like my past students. If only we had more books. Wait a moment. I have an idea. Throughout the hatchery are statues of the greatest drakes from our history. Go to see each of the drake statues and read the inscriptions on the pedestals. These tell about their history. You can come back and tell me what you've learned.
Gavarina was often called the first Drake. She accepted Manet as her rider, and together they founded the Kingdom of DragonSpyre. Lenneth the Great's victory in the Outer Ring ended the 100-year Dragon War and brought peace to DragonSpyre. Eliana earned renown when she held off an entire legion alone and helped unseat Alderred the Usurper.
Break your bones with this like stone. You have my gratitude. Such bravery is unexpected in one so young, but welcome nonetheless. I am free now. Free at last.
You learned about them all? Excellent. Many who wish to become dragon riders fail to recognize they can do nothing without the drakes. So, you've learned some things, but don't think you know everything. You haven't even learned about the dragon riders. Tomar Skyblade once lived in a tower just down the way, not far from here. Go to the tower and see if you can learn more about him there.
I sensed Faranor's spirit as it was set free, his wings spread wide to take him home. You have done much for the Drakes, and proven yourself a true friend to our kind. Wizard, it is apparent that the leader of the slavers cast a spell of enthrallment upon my Drake kin. The rest of those missing Drakes are likely being held and enthralled somewhere, perhaps at the source of this dark charm. I plead with you to learn the secret behind this grim enchantment, and do what you can to break it.
Mind all full of mud. What to do? No answer. What? Smash is the answer. Smash!
You find a charm bracelet on the giant homunculus. This tome is titled The Great Council of Wizards, Warriors, and King. As more wizards and warriors graduated from the academy, their political power grew in DragonSpyre. One of their number, Alderred, used his knowledge to unseat the king. His rule was without mercy, and he was despised by his subjects. The wizards and warriors of DragonSpyre united against Alderred and threw him down from his place of power. From that day forth, DragonSpyre was ruled jointly by the Council of Wizards, Warriors, and King.
What's this? How strange. It's a DragonSpyre Academy bracelet. The owner's name should be engraved on the inside. The name Ivan Soulsinger is etched on the back of the charm bracelet? That can't be. Did you read it right? Ivan Soulsinger has always been a friend to the Drakes. He once fed me ambrosia. Why would he? Wizard, you must discover the source of this madness. Visit Ivan Soulsinger at Flamewind Tower and discover the truth about this matter.
The flesh is weak, young wizard. But don't worry. When I've taken residence in your body, I'll take good care of it. I'll even come to visit you now and again. Ha ha ha!
Young wizard, you have ended our captivity. Our freedom is at last at hand. Let us fly, my brothers and sisters, away from this dark place.
I sense that the spirits of my kin are at peace. You have set them free from their enthrallment. You are a true friend to the Drakes, unlike our false ally, Ivan Soulsinger. Thank you once more, wizard.
A student? I suppose you're here to learn about becoming a dragon rider. Ah, the glory and the power of riding a drake. There's nothing like it. The wind rushing past your face, the rustle of wings, and the wash of heat when they breathe fire. Always guide your drake with a firm hand, but remember always that you are partners. Don't let it go to your head.
What? He actually spoke with you? Well, I am amazed. He's never had a word to say to me. I suppose, since Tomar Skyblade actually spoke with you, it makes sense you'll want to speak with his drake.
The Dragon Master sighs dramatically, but you can tell he's excited.
The spirit of Kimmereth Windhammer, Tomar Skyblade's drake, still lives on, imbued within a crystal inside another tower nearby. Go seek him out and hurry back with what you have learned.
I'd like to see you again at Celestia Base Camp, if you've the time to spare.
Hello, young wizard. No one has spoken with me in a very long time. I fought in many great battles with Dragon Rider Skyblade. Nothing from those times but dim memories remain. You spoke with Tomar. I have not seen him in so long. If you could, go and ask him for my reins. Having those once more would bring back the good old days.
Kimmereth Windhammer wants his reins. A bit odd, but understandable. Unfortunately, I no longer have them. Perhaps the Dragon Master knows where they are kept now.
Dragon Rider Skyblade and Gimrith the Drake both want my help? How can I refuse? Before the attack, we kept the Drake's reins in a museum. If the reins survived, the Collector would have taken them. You really want to pass Drake studies? Defeat the Collector and bring me those reins. found them! Those reins should go to Kimmereth Windhammer now. What are you waiting for? Go take them to the Drake.
My reins! You have found them. Thank you ever so greatly. I am pleased to see those old reins as they bring back so many memories of flying with Skyblade. Now, if you could, I would like to see Skyblade himself. Please take my crystal to his tower so I can see him again. Dragon Rider Skyblade. It is Kimmereth Windhammer here in this crystal. I brought your old reins. My thanks to this young wizard who made it possible.
Well met, Kimmereth Windhammer! It has been too long, and I have missed you greatly. You see, young wizard, it is never quite clear who holds the reins when you are a dragon rider. Thank you for reuniting me with my oldest, dearest friend, Kimmereth.
You reunited them? That's amazing! You are truly a great friend to the Dragon Riders. My thanks to you. I had forgotten what it was like to have a good student, to feel like a teacher again. Tell the Crystal Guide that I hereby give you a passing grade with honors in Drake Studies.
Passing grade confirmed. Excellent work. Next, you must complete a course in DragonSpyre history to gain acceptance into the Academy. Please report to Zanetta Stormbreaker in the Crucible to begin your lessons. vagabond! Be gone at once! Oh, my pardon! You're not here to defile the knowledge crystals. You're a prospective student. Oh, hurrah! The joy of learning is born anew. It is a pity I have nothing to teach you with. The crystals of knowledge have been vandalized by the Titan army. Perhaps there is a way. Here's your first test then. A field trip. Defeat the Manascale sorcerers and bring back the knowledge crystals they've taken. We'll see how brave you are. You there? Have you seen any of my students? I'm so worried about them. After the great raid by the Titan army, they have apparently gotten lost. I always told them to use the lamps to guide them home, but since the invasion, the lamps are dark. Could you see if you can find my lost mana sparks to relight the lamps with? I think the barbarians nearby took them. Thank you. With the mana sparks, we can light the lamps again. There are so many lamps, though. I would appreciate it if you could help me light them. That way more of my students will see them and come home.
You relight
I can see the lamp.
You relight the lamp with the mana spark.
I can see the lamplight again. Thank you, stranger. Now I can find my way home.
What a relief! I've seen some of my students as they're coming back. With the lamps lit, I'm sure all of them will be at peace. Many thanks for your help, young wizard.
Wonderful! Oh, you're quite brave, you know. I've rarely seen such dedication in a student. Now we can begin your education in earnest. Long ago, the scholars of DragonSpyre learned the art of storing their knowledge within crystals. These crystals form our libraries and represent the total of all of our stored knowledge. You are quite privileged to have access to them, young wizard. For your first lesson, you should learn the history of DragonSpyre. Place a knowledge crystal on the crystal pedestal to hear its words.
The crystal flickers to bright life. DragonSpyre first grew powerful when King Monet tamed the first drake. It later became a place of knowledge with the creation of the first knowledge crystal. Kilgore the Magnificent ended the 100-year Dragon War by defeating a mighty black dragon. The secret of how he did this was lost to time. Since that time, DragonSpyre has preserved the knowledge and souls of our greatest heroes in eternal crystal.
Excellent! You have learned the importance of knowledge crystals to DragonSpyre. However, you have only scratched the surface of true power. You've proven yourself worthy of learning our traditions. Our culture is based on knowledge and warfare. The nobles of DragonSpyre sent their children to this academy to become soldiers and sorcerers. Because we are a warlike people, our education requires trial by combat. To complete the next lesson, you must succeed in battle against 5 of the spirits of our ancestors. To begin the first of these combats, you must retrieve the Crystal of Justice from the shelf. Place it on the first pedestal to issue your battle challenge.
You retrieve the Crystal of Justice.
I am Iona Pyrelance. I battled my way past the guards of King Bertrand and won the knowledge crystals that saved my world. Because of me, many have learned the knowledge once reserved for kings. Show me, students, whether you will fight for knowledge. You have proven you are willing to fight for knowledge. If only the professors of DragonSpyre had learned this lesson.
What? Iona said that the DragonSpyre professors had something to learn? She must have meant someone else, right? Let's see if you truly appreciate what I have to offer you. The Crystal of Battle was taken by Orin Grimcaster during the raids. I fought to retrieve it from Orin Grimcaster's tower nearby, but the Titan itself stopped me. You should have an easy time of things. Show your true strength as a warrior and recover the Crystal of Battle from Grimcaster.
You have made a terrible mistake coming here, living one. These crystals are mine to treasure, mine to keep. You get my crystal when you pry it out of my cold, undead hands.
You retrieve the Crystal of Battle.
You've recovered it. You've done quite well for yourself, but I have my doubts you'll be able to master the Crystal of Battle. You have mastered it. Place the Crystal of Battle on the pedestal, and we'll see where you stand.
I am Katya Firewinter. I battled Aldered the Usurper when he used the power of the knowledge crystals to unseat the king. I formed the Council of Wizards, Warriors, and King to prevent anyone who was unworthy from using the crystals again. Unfortunately, this proved to be our undoing. Nevertheless, the old lesson must continue. Battle me, students, to pass my test. You have fought bravely. You are the one we feared would come. The one we need to set things right.
What madness is this? Who would need the power of a student? That is crazy. Perhaps the Titan army has tampered with the crystals. Do not worry this time about the Titan army's tampering, young wizard. We are fortunate in that the next crystal has remained safely in storage. Go find the Crystal of Honor where it's stored, place it on the third pedestal, and begin your third lesson.
You retrieve the Crystal of Honor.
I am Valeric Brightsword. I defeated the Council Wizard Kildare. He had been corrupted by the Aldered crystal. That crystal contained the usurper's soul. Prove to me that you are above the influence of liars and leaders. Defeat me in fair battle to pass this lesson. You show admirable promise as a student. One of our students warned us about the Alderhead Crystal, but we did not listen. Sadly, we learned nothing from that mistake.
Valeric Brightsword thought his mistake was that he should have listened to a student. But how would a student know anything of use? I've never seen the souls within the crystal say such things, but I know the Crystal of Defense is untouched, since I have kept it close to me. Only the most elite students have ever seen it. Place it on the 4th pedestal and pass the test. I'm placing my trust in you.
I am Rorik Flamesoul. I defeated Challenger Lion in an open duel in front of the Council of Wizards, Warriors, and King. I was the only wizard ever to defeat a warrior in straight combat. Pass my test, and you can defend yourself against anyone. Our duel proves you've learned much in your time here. My fellow wizards learned only to fear threats to their power, and so they doomed DragonSpyre.
You have fought well. Clearly, the spirits of our heroes wish to teach you something I have never learned. I don't know what the spirits want to say to you, but I have come to the realization that I shouldn't underestimate you just because you're a student. Let me help you complete the final lesson. I saw the raids destroy the last knowledge crystal, but I have a solution. We create a new one. You will need an empty knowledge crystal from the vault in the Grand Chasm.